So today I wanted to do a quick little review on the Camkix 4-in-1 phone lens kit. I just wanted to upgrade my video quality. Also, I want to be able to get a better mic later on so I can make my audio quality a little bit better. And on a budget, because I don't have the money to shell out for a nice fancy unit. So just little baby steps at a time here. And then later on down the road, hopefully one day I'll get a nice camera. We're going with the $33 Canadian Camkix 4-in-1 for the Samsung S5. Basically, these lenses are going to be the same in every kit. The only thing that's going to be different is the case that comes through your phone. Okay, so let's start off with putting this case here into the phone, and that's it. So I did notice when I first got it that there's little bits of plastic on the inside of the ring here, and also on the thread on the telephoto lens here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to attach it. Inside it's not going to do too well here, but I took a bunch of photos outside just goofing around. So there's the telephoto lens there, and a little indicator in there, and that'll tell you your distances, and 3 meters being your absolute minimum. So it's not going to be good for me when I'm inside here, which is okay. That's why they have the wide angle lens and even the fisheye and the macro lens as well. It's not bad. You get 4 lenses in this kit. I'm gonna just show you quickly. Here's some of the pictures I took earlier, just messing around. They're nothing special. So here they are, just so you can see what I did with the telephoto lens. Kind of put them in order here so you can see the different distances I put on each picture. And I was trying to figure out if it was better to do it on selective focus or on autofocus. Basically, I got a little bit of playing around to do on it, but all in all, I was actually quite happy with it. I haven't looked at the pictures yet, so hopefully they turned out really well. They looked good on my gallery when I viewed them, so that isn't that bad. I enjoyed that. I like that lens, so that's a keeper for sure. Great addition for the price. That alone is a great deal. Not gonna lie to you, you're gonna have to figure out what works for you. If you adjust, play with your settings on your phone, set things up properly, you shouldn't have an issue with it at all. So that's a really good one. It came with a couple different cleaning cloths, a little photo thing here, so you can visit the website here, and then also this little brochure will go into a little bit more depth on each of the lenses here. And so far, telephoto lens I was quite happy with. I think I might just have to crop the photos just a little bit, but all in all, great lens. Quite enjoyed that, playing around with that. They have so many ways to contact them. I'm sure if you had any issues, they'd be more than willing to help out. It got here really quickly. I was quite happy. So yeah, you get a couple of cloths, you get your little bag, you get the box. Most of the time I'll probably just keep most of the stuff I'm not using in there. I'm just going to mount the phone onto the tripod here. So I found that putting the bottom in and then putting the top in. My only concern was this, how good was the little tripod here. I got my big tripod, which it works great on, but I wanted something that I can maneuver around on my bench here as well. So I think it has a little bit of a weight issue. It could just be the way I have it. I'm not sure how to use these. Basically, you can compare it to any other one that you get in these little kits, and this base part, this part here, is going to be the same on most of them. They're going to be stiff at first, but then they're going to loosen up over time. So these are all basically generic. They come in any kit that you get. I also have, which I'll probably be using for it, is my Canon, little Canon one. It's a little bit more rugged, a little bit more, it's got the rubber on it, so it's not going to slide around as much either. So that's probably what I'll go with, but all in all, this stand is actually, it's not bad. For what it is, it's not bad. So what I'm going to do is right now, this is the macro and the wide angle lens. And in the book, you turn one way to get, basically when you're tightening it, you're loosening the wide angle lens off. So you just got to be careful when you're putting it onto here that you're not loosening off the wide angle lens and it doesn't pop off on you. So if you just tighten it just to where it gets tight, you're good. And then you can remove and take your photos. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a couple photos here. Okay, so my first one's going to be with the lens on, and then I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna take off the lens and then take another photo and see if there is much of a difference. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it back on. And then I'm going to continue to rotate the lens once I have that off, and then the wide angle lens is going to come off. So now that I have the macro lens on, I'm just going to try taking a couple photos with that. Put my wide angle lens to the side a little bit. Okay, so that's the macro. I'm just going to put the lens cap back on the wide so that way I don't touch that. And now I'm going to counterclockwise screw it back into the macro lens, and then I'm just going to keep on going until she comes out. And there we go. Now to give this fisheye a little bit of a go here. This one's actually pretty cool too. I'm just gonna go right about there. Okay. Okay, so I took one picture and then I'm just going to do two. I'm going to do one as a zoomed in picture just to see how that looks as well. Okay, so I just put the cap back on, then rotate it off, and there we go. Now what I want to do with this is I want to be able to use this for recording my videos. I know the S5 has a better quality to it, but I didn't have a tripod mount for it. All I had was my tablet mount, and it was just, so it would jitter around and move. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to buy this kit for $33, and if it sucks, it sucks. The worst case scenario, I've got the the adapter I wanted for the cell phone, and I get to try out the telephoto lens to see if that's any good. Because the previous video I did, it didn't have this one. It had these. I don't think it had that one. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look, but I know it had the macro and the wide angle lens, but it was just, because the camera wasn't flush against the lens, it just did a terrible job at presenting the picture. It's hard to focus. So now with the camera where you have to screw it into it to mount it, which makes a heck of a lot more sense, picture quality is a lot better. And the lens is right where it needs to be. I told myself I was not going to buy one of these stupid kits again. These were absolutely garbage. Yeah, there was no need for me to buy one of these kits when I tried the one, and it sucked. It really did. I thought the quality was subpar. Maybe it would work on some phones, but to me, this mounting system made more sense. So far as is, awesome. I would definitely buy another one for another phone in the future, or at least the case with the adapter on it, so that way I could continue to use these lenses unless there is a better one out at that time, a better lens, but for just popping it on the tripod, something you already have, a phone, it does a great job. So Camkix, great job. I'm quite happy with this. Stay tuned for my next video, because I'm going to add some audio to this, and I think I paid not much at all. I think $16 for the mic for this, because I know my audio sucks, and I need to get a little bit better with that as well for you guys. So I went and ordered this little lavalier microphone, or lapel microphone, whatever you want to call it, but it is a condenser mic. So and I'm quite excited to give this guy a try. So next video, I'll be doing this one. You're gonna see all the video taken on this one, and then I'll do some examples of the audio with and without it on. And obviously you can tell from this video how the audio is, so you can compare that to the phone, and then from the phone to this guy here. If you don't have one of these kits, grab one. They're cheap. They'll make taking photos fun. I can't wait to take more photos with this phone now and get it out and about. So right on. So that makes me happy, and I don't take photos that often for fun. So I'm quite excited about that. That guy alone, that's what paid for it right there. Let alone the stand and the case. So anyways, everyone, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and check out my other videos. I have a giveaway coming up here as well, so hopefully I'll get that out as well, so stay tuned for that. So make sure you subscribe today, and make sure you get the notifications so that way you know. And I do have a lot more projects on the go, so do a little bit of everything here, so stick around and enjoy.